it's the excessive bullying and the excessive disliking of people when you do not know the full story or the full impact that that has had on the other person. And it's hurtful. But I know one thing, if there's one thing that I learned, is that people who feel like I gave you that subscription, I gave you that follow, I am the one here that's supporting you and this, feel entitled to you and your life in some way, shape, or form. As if now, because you are here following me and supporting me and all of that, I'm not supposed to still live my life the way I want to live my life, or support my sister, or stand with my sister the way I want to, irrespective of who is gunning at my sister or who isn't. I typically do not involve myself in my sister's dramas. I don't. But my sister was getting butchered this week. And given I knew what I knew, but it wasn't my place, as much as it isn't now, my place to speak on this situation. I was not going to sit there and be quiet while people literally went off at my sister. I wasn't going to do that. And I knew that my response, or however I responded, was going to put me in the firing line of being associated with her. So it was a literal guilty by association from people who didn't even know I was Naledi's sister. You know what I'm saying? So, well, I am Naledi's sister. But mentally, it's been tough. I would say in the last 3 days, probably at the most gone 6-7 hours of sleep, probably. And it's shit. It's not the best. It's shit. Just be cognizant of the things. Like I was reading in the live with my sister right now, and somebody said, I'm laughing at it because these things don't mean shit to me. But somebody said that, is that Naledi's sister? She looks like a bit of a skeleton. And everybody went off at him or her or whoever that person was. I personally don't give a shit what people say about me. However, I do, at some point, you do need to call out nonsense when nonsense is nonsense, you know? And I'm not going to sit here and not defend the one person that out of everyone here or everyone that's been in this life, I know the most about. And I know who she is. So mentally, it's been a shit week. Emotionally, it's been a shit week. I was scared for my sister's life because she was struggling to breathe. And it was just a fucking mess, really. And I was scared for her. And I found myself sitting in situations where I spoke to people in my sister's line of work, people I don't work with, that wanted to speak to me to find out what's going on, is everything okay? And they still chose to stand with her, irrespective of whatever has happened. So my only thing is, you know, before running and judging and saying and shooting off about anyone, about Naledi, all these other people that are on social media, trending celebrities, whatever, if you don't know both sides of the story, try and reserve your comment. If you do know both sides of the story, say something, but also still try and reserve your comment. There really isn't anything it's not going to get you anywhere to say, how and then we benefit as well. You understand? And the implications of what people say and the death threats and people being in DMs and talking about how you and your sister should go and kill yourselves and talking about how this, that, and that. Come on now. Mentioning our family, our dad, and all of that. Come on now. You know, and as I say, I'm the least problematic person on here. I don't like this kind of stuff. I don't keep many content creators as friends. I don't do that kind of stuff. And I'm quite comfortable with that. But my thing is that let's just be cognizant of things that we say, because we don't know how other people are mentally affected by that. Someone said, oh, so you and your sister are mentally affected. How about that other person who did the snaps? Of course she is. Everybody's mentally affected by this. But if you have to stand for the truth, and if that means standing alone, then stand alone for the truth. If you have to call shit out and that means you have to stand alone when a million other people are against you, then let it be that. So be it. But what we're not going to do is not defend ourselves, especially when we know, hooray, I'm defending my sister, or I'm defending my name. Forget even defending a reputation, but defending your name. When somebody says, hore, you or shapana or wetang, this is you defending your name at this point. It's not even about the reputation, one comes secondary to that. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I have things to do. So I'm gonna go. I will do another live because I feel like that 400 number that I'm looking at right now is mostly Naledi's people, and it just doesn't seem as homey as it normally does with the people that typically follow me. But I will do another live at the end of this weekend where I can actually talk about my end of things, because I feel like my sister came on, and let's give her the floor, let her talk, let her get it off her chest. But I'll do something a little bit later on this weekend. But otherwise, live in sharp, ne? Friday, enjoy.
Guys, about what Naledi's sister just said, it's really, really painful, you guys. Like, I never thought it had gotten to a point where they are being bullied and they are dead being bullied. It's really, really sad. Like, Never was not even taking this like so personal. Like, Never had forgiven Naledi. She moved on, but people like just kept on bullying Naledi and her family. And also Naledi's sister saying Naledi like couldn't breathe at that time. I think that's really, really, that's the people are so cruel, guys. Anyway, do comment down below and let me know what do you think about this whole drama.